compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jalen Johnson.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risacher. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard. And for Utah, they've got Markkanen, George out there with Nurkic, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Mykhailiuk passes to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. George. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Left side, Daniel. Pass to Johnson. Johnson sends the screen for Porzingis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Here's George. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Alexander Walker finds Risacher. Johnson with a screen on Markkanen. Porzingis can't hit. For Utah, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Nurkic. Outside for George. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George. Outside, Porzingis. And it's off from 3-point range. Jazz have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding frees Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Nurkic kicks to Markkanen. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson against Nurkic. Here's Alexander Walker. Porzingis with a screen on George. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Expertly executed pick and roll by Porzingis, dropping into a good scoring position right off the screen.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, George passes to Hendricks. George with a screen on Johnson. Markkanen in the corner. Jazz passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic setting the pick for George. Shoots over Alexander Walker. The Jazz again can't hit it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Atlanta leading by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Okongwu, Newell out there with Kennard. Then there's Wallace. And it's Houston in at the 2 spot.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sheboy's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Krejci's checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for Utah.
Number 2, Kyle Anderson.
The Hawks leading. Pass to Newell. Now Kennard. Wallace outside. Inside, just 5 to shoot. Okongwu kicks to Wallace. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Jazz. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Here's Sensabaugh. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Pass to Collier. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
So it's the Jazz now after the basket by Atlanta. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Nice ball movement by Utah.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Nurkic a screen on Daniels. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
George is checked in for Collier. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Alexander Walker with the ball. Defended by George. Pass to Rizier. 1:44 left now here in the second. The Hawks again can't hit. Jazz trail by 3. To stand both the 23 and 24 first overall picks coming from France. Rizier, the top selection by Atlanta in 24.
Look, and I thought Rizier just got better as his rookie year went on, and he's going to continue to improve from year to year. This guy can shoot the ball, he can defend, and he really improved his passing as the year went on.
George dishes to Nurkic. Pass to Mikhailuk. It's good. This game is all even. Mikhailuk's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson outside. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Johnson the screen to the paint. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, that's a textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. George looking around. Markkanen in the corner. Out to the wing. Here's Mikhailuk. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding. Shoot 2.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, Alexander Walker. Last game out, he had 14. Rizier finds Porzingis. The fadeaway J off the mark.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Tie game in Utah. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Make some noise and get ready for the faded half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Give me a beat. And measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
Well, their offensive execution has been bad, Ernie. Bad. They're not running their sets. They're forcing bad shots. Undisciplined, bad basketball.
Well, yeah, I have to agree with you, man. If it's not there for you, please make the extra pass.
Because if you don't, it looks bad.
Now let's take a moment and see what games still lie ahead. For the Raptors, they'll be up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off, Eastern Time.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Keontae George. Nurkic is out there with Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the four-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Mykhailiuk. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. And here's Markkanen. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you.
Okay, Allie. We thank you. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George. Porzingis with a screen on George. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Utah is shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Ball stolen. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Utah trailing here. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Here's Reza Shea after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. From outside the arc, and it's Reza Shea missing. Pass to George for the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
Well, with a little bit of room, George can splash it down. A fearless shooter.
Nurkic with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Hendricks passes to Mykhailiuk. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here is Daniels following the bucket by the Jazz. Porzingis with the ball. He has 6. 4 on the clock. Here's Reza Shea. The Hawks again can't hit. Jazz leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Markkanen from outside. And the Jazz with another 3.
Well, defensively, they just look lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Filipowski's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Collier in for Markkanen. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Luke Kennard comes in for Zachary Risacher. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Daniels kicks to Kennard. And they call an illegal screen here. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here's Collier. Love with the screen on Kennard. Three-pointer. And Kevin Love gets the three. Love's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And here is Wallace following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Kennard kicks to Wallace. Shot clock at 5. To stop the drought. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Pass to Krejci. Kennard with a screen on George. Here's Porzingis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Utah in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Atlanta, Newell out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Wallace in at the 1 spot. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen lets it go with a 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Clock up 2 there.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Newell. Daniels, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Wallace. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Clock at 6. George fires. He's off from 3. The Hawks trail by 5. Now Porzingis, big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Here's George. George with the screen on Porzingis.
You love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George. Porzingis. Nurkic there for the rebound. Utah leading by 5. Now George. Nurkic in the post, guarded by Porzingis.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
Johnson the screen. Porzingis against Nurkic. Nurkic there for the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. George up top, defended by Alexander Walker. Shoots, and he misses the J. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Malkin outside. Here's Nurkic. Outside George. And he does not hit.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And the Jazz with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Seven-point differential. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Nurkic. Porzingis pulls it down. Picked off in midair. And so it's Utah with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Lori, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lori.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you next time